Yo, what's up, my babies? This is Erin, and you are listening to Him. Welcome to a brand new episode. You know, we coming at you every week, every Wednesday. I got my peoples with me. What's up, Trey?
Girl, that sounded like you was auditioning for a call center or like a sex hotline.
Oh my God, here we go.
Hey, my babies. Like, okay.
That's how I refer to my people.
We know.
What's up, Malik?
I can't take you right now, and
Listen.
I'm gonna let you know when I'm going to be able to take you. But, hey,
That's never.
I'm living my life right now. How you doing, Stevie?
What the fuck is up, bitch?
Hey.
They got you on the intro, mamas. Come on out.
Yes. She's in the house.
hey,
She's arrived.
Okay.
She's here.
All right.
And I don't know if y'all knew, but we got somebody else chilling on the couch right next to me. We got a really great guest with y'all. And what's his name?
It's the Banjee Belle of the Ball.
Come on out.
Just kidding. It's Tim Hale. Hey, y'all. You know.
Yeah.
I'm in the building. The first in the original fifth member. You know.
Of him.
Okay.
Come on out.
Member.
The honorary
Nobody
member,
else.
so
Nobody
that all
else.
of you know and are aware.
I
Tim
love
is the
it.
honorary member of Him. So, Tim, tell us about yourself. What do you do?
She does all things creative, to be honest.
Come on
Does she?
out.
She does. YouTube is pretty much my platform right now, but you know, I'm on the Twitters. I do the graphics, I do the videos, I do the photography. It's Tim Hale on all
on out.
social media. You know.
It's branded, bitch.
Come on
Yes.
out.
You know.
Oh.
I live.
Okay. So this is our first time being able to have you on the show officially.
Yes, listen, I was supposed to be on the show like 4 months ago.
Right.
Yes.
What had happened was
It's
what?
been so much. New York is
Girl.
child.
You know,
I commend y'all for doing this.
No.
'Cause I can't do it.
scheduling is a tea, but I'm so glad that you're able to sit down with us and whatnot. So what's going on? Are you dating anybody? Look, I like to get
Come on out.
Yeah, this is what's going on.
The girls are not dating. She's
Okay.
dating herself right now. You know, I was overseas for like 3 years before I moved back, so she's still adjusting. It has been.
Come on, she. Come on, she. I'm catching.
I love it.
Come on,
I'm
she.
still adjusting. Still trying to figure out what I want,
Mm-hmm.
and then moving from there. So
Okay.
she's cute.
So what if somebody like pulls up on you today? Would you like pay it?
I mean,
or-
she entertains, but
I'm about to say she playing.
on,
Is she playing in these New York
But,
streets?
She holds court. You know
Come
what I'm
on
saying?
out.
just because she entertains doesn't mean they actually come backstage.
Oh, I have
exclusive.
to.
Metaphors to
Okay.
get
I
too
like
deep.
that.
Too
So
deep.
and so, what I mean, if you what are the qualities that you look for? You know, I like
come
to.
on out.
I'm pulling it out the bag.
Malik, you are giving very mother love
know.
today. I'm not
Uh-huh.
playing with you. Come
I'm
on.
one of those people that I like just what I'm offering. I want it to be offered to me, like just compassion, empathy. And I wouldn't. This may sound shallow, but I just a strong 8 in appearance. Someone that's stable with a job. Chasing a dream, ambition. That's pretty much it. And I guess because I don't have everything I want, that's probably why I'm not dating. Because I'm like, I want stuff that I'm not offering yet. So I gotta wait till I got it so I can offer it back.
on.
That
Okay.
is real smart. I like that.
I asked Erin this question, and this is going to be like my
Here we
question
go.
to ask guest. What's the perfect date for you? Look, this is my last question.
Because I'm slightly Banjee, I'm very like
Slightly.
yes, 'cause I'm
Mamas.
slightly Banjee. I'm very like takeout and Netflix. Like I'm just really chill in conversation. Unfortunately, I can't get drunk is one of the things. But if I could smoke, I would definitely like a blunt or
Oh,
three.
sad.
You
A
know?
blunt or
Yeah.
three. Come on out.
I'm very simple. And even if it's not Chinese food or something, like just cooking together and just talking and vibing.
Okay.
But also, I wouldn't mind going like, rock climbing, laser tagging.
Okay.
All day
Activities.
incorrectly DM.
She's an outside kind.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Interesting.
She goes
Talented girls.
So what's like new next for you on the creative tip? Like, what do you see yourself in the creative realm in like the next 3 to 5 years? 2 to 3 to 5.
I can speak.
Come on out.
Well, recently I've decided I'm planning on starting a media company. I really am into like videography and photography, so I'm working on actually getting an LLC. Once I get everything in order, I'll tell the girls the name. I don't want the outside.
Keep your secrets your secrets.
Yeah.
So, but I'm working on getting a media company. I'm back in school, so hopefully in like the next 2 to 3 years, I'll get my degree. I may possibly be a New York resident in the next 2 or 3 years. We'll still see.
Yes.
Woo!
We're still testing the
That
water.
would make
Yeah.
my life.
Girl.
It's a lot. I'm a very go with the flow. Very go with the flow.
Okay.
All right.
Well, you look good. Look, you know, hold on. I always gotta give you your fucking tens, bitch, because you look good.
We're standing for the I'm here for all the dark skin butch queens.
Right.
So,
Put yourself out there, girl.
because
they
everyone,
listening.
literally the whole cast of him is brown skin or lighter. So
I know.
There's few of us dark skin queens.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
The residential light skin.
Light skin girl.
You know what I'm saying? At midnight, black boys. You know,
Okay.
look blue,
We here, we
whatever.
here.
Shit.
So, dreamy eyes, tell me something nice. What's been going on with you?
School. I hate kids. So okay,
Girl, bye.
let's not.
Wow. You
Let me.
start like
I'm not gonna
that.
take it that extreme
Yeah.
from the beginning. All right, so check it out. I love kids. I don't like young adults.
Here we go.
I think that's what my problem.
Clean
is.
that up. Clean it up.
Because so I don't know if y'all follow my life, but I'm turning 28 on the 16th of this month, and I'm surrounded by 19-year-olds, and it's driving me nuts.
Remember those
Like,
days?
their thoughts and like the way they move around and their unsure stances and like sayings. I'm just like, get away from me. Like, all of you, just please get out of my way. I'm a grown man. Please, just like get me some water and you give me a cookie, and the rest of y'all just get out of my face. Like,
Yo, I can't.
but other than that, school's been fantastic.
Uh-huh.
I love the learning. I'm in a philosophy class. I'm in a mythology class. I'm in a math class. Kill me.
Yeah, I'm
But yeah, no, I love school. I love being there and soaking up the knowledge and talking to professors, and I even like doing assignments. So I'm thriving. But that's all I'm doing. I'm not doing shit else but school.
Come on out.
Same.
Yeah.
Hey. What's good, baby?
Come on out. Come on out.
I missed you. What's been up?
I know you bitches miss me.
Girl.
Right, you don't give that.
Okay. Watch out now. Go ahead.
Shut up.
Girl, yes. Get the girls.
Come on, get them together. Get them together.
Come on now. Pour the girls out, Trey.
Okay, I've
Slow
been
down,
trying to be
Malik.
nice.
Girl. Okay.
Stevie,
Go ahead. Sorry.
it's my turn.
Go ahead, girl.
I love
Okay, so what have I been doing? Bitch, I've been in school.
Same.
And I've been working, and I've been just doing a lot. I've been I'm focused on my career. That's what I'm doing. And ain't nobody stopping me right now. But I did feel so bad that I got invited to an event yesterday. And I didn't go. And it was like several things. It was like one, anxiety kind of factors, but it was also like I actually had a lot of work to do. Like I was just like, school really consumed me out of nowhere. And it's like the second week. Like I have microeconomics and I don't like numbers. And them numbers is hella confusing. And they asking me to draw graphs and charts and shit. And I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And so I felt bad. I was invited out by my boss, Daniel Calderon, and he's so amazing. And it was like so honored to be like invited as a +1, and then I was like, I can't go. And it was for DeRay's book signing book. So it was like I was kind of really upset, and everyone looked like it was such an amazing event, and I'm so upset I didn't get to go. But yeah, that's all I've been doing. I'm kind of upset right now. I'm really upset about the passing of Mac Miller.
Yeah.
I'm that I was a big fan of the Divine Feminine album. It's like a classic in my eyes. So I'm like really heartbroken and sad right now. But that's all I've been up to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hey.
Uncle
What's
Stevie.
Uncle
good,
Stevie, right? Hey. So what have I been up to? I'm on like a detox for the month. So there's no alcohol, no smoking of weed, none of that. I'm back in the gym. Yeah, I'm trying to get my body back intact.
She's Fergalicious.
Yeah. Fergalicious.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just my detox and being an uncle and chilling and vibing. That's pretty much it. Not much on my end.
Amen. Girl.
So Malik, what have you
Been
been
up to,
doing?
right.
I mean, I don't want to sound like, school. That's always in the background. Yeah, I've been feeling like a bad boyfriend because I feel like I don't ever have like enough time. Well, I just feel like a bad person because I feel like I never have like enough time for anybody, and myself as well. So I don't know. When I get over this feeling, I'll be a little bit better. But everything else is pretty good. I'm here. Hi.
Hey, I can't.
And doing my thing. But I'm so happy to see your beautiful faces.
I fucking hate you, bitch.
I guess.
I'm glad to have my baby Tim because those of y'all that follow me on social media know that
Lord,
me and Tim are like
here we go.
we're like the originals. We've been on Twitter for
Y'all was out there living y'all best life. I was watching. I'm like, okay, y'all.
Y'all
Yeah, and
gay
so,
ass, black ass life.
Okay.
We've been on Twitter for a long
Fighting
time.
for y'all freedom.
So
Y'all.
you know what I'm saying? Making sure that y'all able to tweet the memes, y'all able to tweet.
Go
the names.
off, bitch.
Fuck y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
Go off.
A collective. But we've been rocking with each other for a long time, and he's honestly one of my best friends, and I always love when he comes to New York, and I'm really glad that he's able to come on the show.
Yeah.
She's here.
Come
She's
on
here.
out.
I
for
remember
it.
the first time. I don't know if I told the story, but the first time me and Tim hung out, and I came to get you, and
I was high as hell. Oh my God, I was so high.
I came to
No.
pick.
So high.
I came to pick Tim up from Suffolk, and then we went back to Norfolk, and we was carrying.
We
oh
was
my God.
rapping. We was
A
so
fool.
much going on.
So I've always had kind of like that image of you in my
Yes,
head,
that's Auntie
and
Malik.
you're still
Auntie Malik.
Auntie Malik.
I can't.
I love it. So we're gonna actually pick it back up. Look, piggybacking on.
Right.
The piggyback from last
Please
week.
never say that in discussions, my friends.
Okay.
and neighbors.
I don't mind it.
Oh.
Don't
my.
say it. But
Ugh.
no, on our last episode, Hot Topics, Erin had brought up a conversation. I'm just gonna let you introduce it because it was your conversation.
Yeah, in the wake of Jamel Miles' suicide, people, there was the big debate, the ongoing debate that, what age should your child be before they learn about sexuality and know what sexuality is and are able to make any declarations involving it and all that crap. And they have bigots on one side and, whatever. But a question came up and I saw tweeted and it stuck in my head. And it was asking, those that are queer only, this is the question for you only. Would you want your child to be queer? And I guess in this case, we'll say gay. Do you want, without all that extra, be proud of who you are, our history. Don't think of anybody. Think about you, how you've grown up, what you've seen, what you've experienced, what you've seen others experience, your life through your eyes as a gay man, especially a gay black man. And think about, would you want your child to have that if you could choose?
Ooh.
So that is the question that I posed
That's
last week.
woo.
All right.
And Malik said we're going to talk about it. So I want to talk. I still want to know what everyone's answers are.
Sure.
We are. We've arrived at the precipice.
Anybody want to go?
Who
I
wants
can
to-
go first.
Come on out.
Okay, Tim, let's go.
I want to say no, but I want to say no because the social climate of what's going on right now in just the world. Of course, I'm not having a child anytime soon, but then at the same time, I don't want that to come across as I just don't want a gay son. I know things that was going on in my head when I was younger and gay, that even if my mom, when I first came out, was open to it, I still probably wouldn't have told her when I told her. So it's hard for me to say yes, because even if I did have a gay son, I I know from middle school to high school, my mom and my dad constantly was asking me, "Are you gay? Are you gay?" And it's not something that I enjoyed. So it's like, yes, I wouldn't mind having a gay son, but how would I get him to tell me he's gay? And then I would have to I don't want to be also saying, if you are gay, just go ahead and tell us. Because at the same time, that's almost knocking on the closet door all the time. And so it's hard for me. So I'll just say no, just for the social climate that's going on right now.
I've actually been kind of more or less thinking about this since you said that, like little by little. I go back to when I first came out to my mom, and I remember her not really rejecting the idea, but more or less saying, I don't mind you being gay, but it's just more or less, I don't want you to be gay because of all of the things that are attached, to the lifestyle. And back in the day, the girls were getting bashed. They're still getting bashed.
Murdered.
Murdered now, child. Ooh.
And just just thinking about all of the bad things that are associated with being out and being Black and gay. And it's just I kind of, if I had a seed or I had a child out there in the world, that's kind of how I would think about it. So I guess I would have to say no. But I also think that a lot of the things that I've gone through have been because I am both Black and gay. And so for me to say I wouldn't want my child to be gay, I would have to also say I wouldn't want my child to be Black, because some of the problems I've been through are because, the intersection that lies at the intersection of me being Black and gay. And you can't unwind those two, so I don't know. I would say no, just because I've been through some horrible things, and I wouldn't want my child to ever have to experience those things being gay. But also the world has changed now, and we hope that it changes even more in the future. So I don't know.
I mean, I grew up, I feel like, in a different time than you guys. I went to high school probably many years after you. But
Girls want to be young.
Oh God, bitch! Wait till you a cougar like us girls.
I would say yes. I think for me, I had a different experience. I didn't have. A lot of doors was already open, so I was able to kind of bypass some of the hurt and the struggles that you guys dealt with because those doors were already open. So I came out. I hate that term, but when I was 16 in the 10th grade, 11th grade, whatever, and it was okay, and we moved on. It was just nothing a big to do and things like that. So for me being gay has never really been something that you struggle with here and there, and you struggle with different moments, but it's something that I don't see as. Yes, we have this society right now is a little awful, and it would be terrible and hard right now. But I feel like it's made me who I am. It's offered me this sense of oneness and being in a community that's kind of different, that I wouldn't want to give up. So yeah, I feel like if my child were to be gay, I would be happy in open arms, and I would want my child to be gay because I was happy, and I hope that they would be that same happiness, have that same happiness.
I want to also say that I think back in the day, or just the time that when we were growing up, I don't think our parents had the bitches.
What is going on? Paparazzi's in the building,
this bitch. Don't be taking pictures of me, ho.
No, bitch, I get to do what I want.
Girl.
No, bitch, because you don't like nobody taking pictures of you, girl.
It's for the him brand.
Oh my
I'm
God.
allowed.
But no,
My hairline's growing back in.
but
Girl, bye.
What you
Y'all
say
take photos and videos of me all
A
day.
hairline,
girl. But no, what I was trying to say is that back in the day, I don't think our parents were really equipped with the information and the knowledge that they needed to be in order to, really accept and understand who we were at such a small age. But now I feel like what's different is like nowadays we have the knowledge and we have the language to actually rear, queer youth. So that's the only difference. My mom was, trying to raise me, but still, saying homophobic shit, and it's just like very
exactly.
It was a conflicting experience to be in because she just didn't know better. But now thankfully we have like the knowledge to speak and to handle gay youth a lot better than we did back in the day. So
yeah,
okay,
I would say yes. I would say yes. Because I feel like my child would have me, and my child would have my friends and my family, people to remind my child that, whoever it is that you are, you're loved. And especially if you're gay, because shit, I mean, I did it before you. I trailblazed for you. I want to make sure I look back at the trail you're traveling. This is one I did, so that, you don't encounter any obstacles or anything. I would be happy. No, I mean, I'm not saying more happy than I would be if it was like a heterosexual child. Like,
child. But like, no straight kids.
No straight kids.
No straight kids, please.
Stupid.
Yo, real life, me and XD was tweeting back and forth about this because I was like, if you're not gay, you got to go back up in there and try again. And like XD was like, I think he said something about ship him off to boarding school. I say, yep, all boys boarding school.
That ain't right. Y'all setting that baby up.
And if I come back and it's not mixy, girl, you stay up.
Wow. We do not support.
Don't put that in the motherfucking atmosphere.
These ideas and views were over here.
This like 4 or 5 months ago. We were joking completely. I'm just like,
we were joking.
Yes,
we were.
Girls were joking.
There's the truth to every joke. No, I'm just playing.
Eat it.
Yeah. Oh, don't do that. Wow. Okay.
But no, go continue.
It's Stevie's turn.
He said eat a dick.
Yeah, you really.
discussion.
Yeah, no, I don't think you guys can really ask me because I'm the girl that doesn't really want kids. But I would say this: if I did want children, I would not want my child to be gay. But I would say this: I wouldn't really want them to be gay because of my experience. Like I wouldn't want my experience to be on my child. Like the things that I had to go through with someone in my family basically telling me to read the Bible and be like, gay is not the way. I really would not want my child to go through that. So to avoid it, I would leave the children alone. I'm not stepping into that realm. I'm leaving them where they're at and not even having a thought in my mind. I'm good on the kids, and I definitely wouldn't want my child to be gay. No.
Can I add something?
What's up?
I think I said no, and it's not that I'm changing my answer. The reason why I said no, I do
Come
want
on
to explain
now.
what
Come
I
on
said.
now.
I did say what I said, but I think because even if I had the most loving home, which I would if I had a child, and the child happened to be part of the LGBT community, I think my concern is once the child leaves the home,
on,
the high school, and getting called the names and getting bashed, because I'm not a femme gay. But what if my child is a femme gay? I wouldn't know how to assess those situations when he comes home crying, or vice versa. Or if I have a trans child. Yeah. So it's like, it's experience that I haven't necessarily been through. And then it's experience that I don't, once you step out that door, because my mom don't know half things that happened to me when I left out my house. And even when I walked in the house, it was still things happening. But it's like, that's what my concern is, because you can walk out the door and someone can throw a brick at you just for being gay.
Yeah.
So I can't always be on my child, especially when people are learning their sexuality younger. So it's like, there's gays that I came out when I was in high school, but there's people coming out like Jamel at 9 years old.
9 years old.
And it's not because their influence, but it's because the world is educated now, so people know what it is. So people can know. I knew when I was 9 I was gay. I didn't come out the closet.
I knew at 5, baby.
But because the world is what it is now, he could come out.
Playing in them streets.
I think my concern is just when he leaves the house.
Yeah, I was gonna piggyback off of you.
Damn it.
And say that I think my issue stands with like the schooling years, specifically like elementary and middle school, and
just kids are evil, actually.
And so like fucking aggressive. And I remember I was saying that a few months ago, back when I was like interning at school, I realized, or interning at an elementary school, I realized that you don't even have to be gay. Like if you're different, the kids will pick on you, because it was like this guy, and don't get me wrong, she did look like the client's the little boy.
Girl, you said
but, taking that from the picture, he was just very quiet and very soft spoken. And like when it was like recess, the guys would constantly like, you know, bully him and taunt him just because he wasn't behaving like the other guys or the other boys that were in the class. So I just go back to when I was in elementary school and middle school, like I was like bullied fucking stop, and like I would never ever want that experience to like shape my child's life, because that shit that you go through in elementary school and middle school, you deal with that shit, you know,
hard.
I even deal with being bullied like now, and I'm almost 30, you know.
I can agree with that.
So yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, like that's pretty much.
I'm about
all
to say,
I had
bitch, who
say.
bullying you at fucking 30?
Oh
bitch,
no,
tell
no,
him to pull up.
no. But there's like online bullying though, but that's just like I'm not even gonna get into that.
That's a block.
Yeah, that's like people do bullying now too, but that's a totally different topic. But yeah,
Girl, we taking a break.
yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take a break, and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Hey babies, it's Erin and you're listening to him. Make sure to follow us all on Twitter because you know we love having followers and we're just as foolish there as we are here. Malik is Cosmic Cocaine _ Me, I'm Life Through Glasses, Life THRU Glasses. Trey is Trey X Parker, and Stevie is Stevie So Fetch _ Check us out. Yo, yiggity, we back.
Yeah.
That break. All right, so Tim, you said you had something you wanted to bring to the table, something you talked about on the timeline before.
A guest
Hold on, is
bringing
this thing
something to the
on?
table. Come on out.
Bitch, do not tap the mic.
This is something that I talk about on my platform a lot. YouTube, it's Tim Hell.
Plug.
The brand.
I do.
Okay.
I do think that, especially us as Black gays, we are creative as hell, and I really want not just Black gays, but just Black people in general get up and do what you need to do so you can live in true happiness. Like, I think as Black gays, we grow up very in households where Blacks are known to like we're stuck with wanting to chase this 9-to-5 lifestyle where like our parents have worked 9-to-5s while they were raising us. So we're thinking, oh, that's the way to manage. And I really think that a lot of Black gays don't want to chase after their dreams because of that, because they think, oh, what would my mom think or what would this think? But I mean, if you do want to work a 9-to-5, girl, chase that.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Ain't nothing
A
wrong
bag
with
is
that.
a
But I
bag.
do want the girls to get up and chase that dream also. And don't go crazy with it though. Sometimes you have to finance that dream. So if you do need a 9-to-5 to finance that dream, finance that dream. But that's pretty much what I want to talk about. Turning passions to paychecks.
Ching ching. No, I am all about that. Y'all know. I think it's important to follow your dreams, to do what you're passionate about. I know about Stevie. Like, I want him to dare y'all. Yo,
Come on out.
bitch,
Plug
let's
the
make
bitch.
that a paycheck.
Yeah.
Like, let's monetize that shit.
Yeah.
And use what you got to get your cash.
Girl, flip
I'm
that
about to
phone
flip
around.
that.
I'm about.
Turn that camera
I
on.
loved.
Oh.
I think as a kid, I'm in awe with Beyonce, but what I'm truly in awe with is the business and the image and the brand behind the woman.
Absolutely.
And that is my passion. And so I decided when I was in high school, like, that's the shit I'm going to do. I want to be behind these brands. I want to help cultivate the public to see this image of this person. And so that's where I spent my entire young adulthood in so far in turning my passion into a paycheck. Now, bitch, I be working all types of jobs. I lifeguard during the summer. I work jobs now. I do some type of sometimes consulting here and there. But as long as it helps me finance my dreams, finance like the show, things like that, I'm all for it. But one thing I will say is figure out what you really want to do. You can't be putting your money in 30 different hats because it's not going to work. You got to really figure out and focus and know exactly. Take some time. It's not going to come quick.
Brand correctly.
Come on,
and make it you brand, like Tim said, brand correctly, because you ain't gonna get too far branding yourself after somebody else. You gotta be you through and through. Mm-hmm. And if anyone needs help, don't be afraid to reach out. Like, that is what I'm about. Like, I want to create this networking thing where we can help each other and turn our passions into motherfucking paychecks. That's all I'm about.
I'm new to the creative scene. Obviously, before this podcast, I really wouldn't consider myself a creative. But now, like, you know, being a part of the podcast and whatnot, I do kind of have this mission to bring this sort of like voice and this movement to the gay community through way or by way of the podcast. And I don't know, it's been amazing. It gets hard sometimes though, because we all
baby
our economic situations, our financial situations, should I say, are like totally all over the place and totally different, but we somehow make it work each week, you know. And it takes sacrifice. It does, specifically when you don't have a consistent flow of income. Mm-hmm. But I do think it needs to be like, you can't support something out of nothing, you know, and it has to be like a strong support system there to fund your whatever your creation is, you know. So yeah, I can't wait till our hard work pays off and we have a lot more to put into it. And I think we're all willing to do the work, but I think what people kind of miss is like that background, that struggling, that like, you know, making ends meet to make the goal attainable, and just like you are able to see our finished product, you know. But yeah, like I at first I never really paid attention to like, you know, people like GoFundMe and stuff like to help fund their project. And it's time that you actually like, you don't see how important that is until you actually are a creative yourself, is what I'm trying to say, I guess.
You feel that struggle, baby.
So you actually have to start paying it forward and, you know, buying into Black businesses and like, you know, helping your homegirl out that's trying to get her nail shop up or whatever it is, you know.
Come on, nail shop. I ain't playing with you, girl.
I can't with y'all, but you know what I'm saying.
Use those resources.
No,
too.
No shade. And I have to say, shout out to like we have people like Slay TV, you know, getting the girls together, so we can all just like kind of like work together and get all of our visions off the floor and off the ground. So, yeah.
Stevie,
we do have two members. I was looking around like,
girl,
talk.
you was looking around.
I sure the fuck was. I look at it like this. I think with being creative, I feel like with myself, I feel like I've always had like an over the top personality. And I've learned to like really chime into it. Because when I used to do YouTube 7 years ago, I thought that I had it all going for myself. I learned how hard it was. I learned that my funds weren't what they needed to be to make shit happen. A bitch sat in her room and thought she could take it to the next level, and the coin said a different story to a bitch. But now I'm just taking my personality and putting it towards the Dear Y'all that I've been doing on my Instagram, and hopefully people gravitate towards it, because people are. And I just fucking take that shit to the next level, honestly, because it's not as easy as people think to be a voice or be like a personality all the time. They think this is me 24/7, and then it's not when the lights go off. Who's that?
The
you know what I'm saying?
too.
Yeah, the girls sleep. I promise I sleep. But yeah.
I wanted to say, like, because a lot of people specifically, they message me about podcasting, and I think podcasting is something easy to do, but also you have to think about like what goes on behind the scenes, and meaning like it's, you know, it's easy to kind of like make a SoundCloud account for you to upload it, but then you have to think about like the, you know, where are you going to record, and like, what's the audio like equipment like, and like it's so many things attached to it. So I would say like do your research before you like start something. And then also like, you want to make sure that you're putting your like 100% into it. So
make sure this is some shit you want to do,
that you
babe.
actually want to do, because like I think when we first started the podcast, we were like, oh, this is all gonna be so cute.
This is so fun.
And like it is cute, but bitch, it's like, you gotta clock in every week and like, make, fun and interesting content, and then that becomes like a challenge. So you just want to make sure like you're actually down for the count and really ready to produce what you think you want to produce. And then like produce some good shit, because a lot of people the market is oversaturated with just talent and creations that really aren't like
foo-foo live.
People that foo-foo
fuck
being cute.
And
yeah, because they know
I'm
they're gonna get some kind of shit from it.
I feel like I'm always reading,
Girl.
but I'm done.
Right.
Like,
don't let me
bitch,
go
this
down
is
that
our
box,
platform. We can do
sis.
what the fuck we want. Fuck you talking about. Go
I
ahead.
feel like I'm always reading.
It's all
Y'all
right.
are a mess.
Broadway extraordinaire. What are
Yeah.
your thoughts?
What happened?
Right. Come on out.
I 100% believe in turning your passions into a paycheck, because I'm a creative. I'm a fairly lazy writer, but I sing and I act. So
Come
I would
on.
absolutely
You ready to
love
drop some beats for us?
Drop some
get
beats.
stuffed. I would absolutely love to turn that passion into a paycheck. I'm actually working towards it. I'm in school now for theater.
Okay.
Well,
Come on out.
I will be in school for theater when I audition for and gain entry to the conservatory later this year.
But we
When
gonna
I
speak
get
into
into
existence.
it, when I get
You
into
gonna
it,
be in
when I
there.
get into
when
it.
I get in.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I'm working towards that.
Mama
craft,
said when they
and,
open the door
it's-
for me.
I think, I don't know, people say a lot that, if you don't struggle to get it, it's like you didn't really want it. Or, when people say like it has to be like really, really backbreaking, blood, sweat, and tears to pour into in order for you to feel actually appreciative of it. And especially when it comes to the arts. And you got to be like a struggling artist first, because if you're not, the people are going to respect
Singing
you.
in the
You struggle.
subway and stuff like that.
Just hand it to you,
Come
whatever.
on.
And it's like, I just think that artistry kind of speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if not everybody makes it to the bigger, super mega spotlight, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, when you have a talent that really just needs to be shown, people are going to notice, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that should matter more. You know what I'm saying? Like that shouldn't matter as much as your art itself. Like, what is your art really good? You know what I'm saying? Like, if some really rich person who could just put out an album whenever he wanted to, if he did it, but was it good?
Right.
Because that's his artistry is what should speak, not the fact that everything was handed to him. People should get away from that, because it discredits artists that are really good. That, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I thought on the end of the passion. But yeah, turn your passion into paychecks.
Get that
now.
money. Get that
Don't
fucking
do
money.
it tomorrow.
Stop
Okay.
making
Now.
excuses.
Okay, infomercial.
Come on out.
Anyway, let me hand it over to Trey, because I think it's his special time. Y'all.
Oh no,
What y'all
I was
think?
gonna ask.
Not yet.
It's not his time
question.
yet.
Do you ever feel uncomfortable, like just putting yourself out there when you're on YouTube and such?
At first it was really hard.
Yeah, because
It
I was like, oh my god,
it
I
was
was
really
surprised to
hard.
see. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, look, that's all I say.
Speak on it.
We
I
brought
was
you here to
surprised
read
to
you.
see
Right,
you
right, right.
out there.
Yeah.
I would say it was really hard only because of, and it's hard to say this still, but I think it was hard because I didn't know how the gay community was going to take it.
Right.
That was
Because
me.
There's a lot of ways that people see you on social media and they just see a photo and then they see you this way, so they think they want you to act a different
Come
way.
on.
And a lot of people gag when they watch my show and they're like, "Oh, this is a butch queen for real." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh, absolutely! Like we're going to eat these hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and we're going to talk.
And
some
we're gonna
shit."
talk.
But like, I guess based off pictures, it looks different. But it was
Yeah.
kind of hard. Like it was hard at first, but the girls are coming. They're coming. They're knocking on the door.
I'm about to say,
Stuff
bitch, you
is
make really
coming,
good shit. I be
so,
looking. Go off.
it was hard at first though. Yeah.
I love it. That's all I wanted to know. Look, that's it. I'm saying.
Sell the girls.
You
Come
can
on
take it
out.
away. Here, look.
It's my motherfucking time in the week.
Jam of the week.
Ah.
Okay, I'm gonna use that for now.
I'm about to say,
I'm just going to say
Jam of the week, yo.
Fuck it up.
that is
We'll
gonna
say
be my
that
new.
and then, like that little jam, like it was like play. Can we do that, please?
Fuck it up.
I'm gonna keep that for
A
after.
vocal.
It's gonna be on every promo.
Oh my
Fuck
god.
it up.
Those 4 names, 4 notes.
Yup.
The melisma.
But like I always say, it's jam motherfucking week time.
Yeah.
Aaron, what's your jam of the week?
My jam of the week, I posted this on my Instagram, is Plum by Troye Sivan on his new album, Bloom. I didn't really pay attention to Troye Sivan
Girl, I'm mad
before
at you.
this album, but he dropped these singles, and I was like, you doing what needs to be done.
You the shit.
So, and then the album dropped, and the album is a cute girl. I really like it. And Plum is, I said on my Instagram, it's pop perfection. Like the way the production is fantastic. So.
I need to know, did you listen to Blue Neighborhood yet?
I did. No, I'm saying like I never paid attention to him. Like I listened to his old music and it never moved me. But this new like stuff, I was like, oh yeah, I'm here for it. So he's my little twink prince.
Don't say that too much.
He's a twink prince?
He is a
I gotta
white
get into
twink.
him.
Yes,
I don't know who
he
that
is.
is.
You ain't
And he
seen
I
makes
know who he
the
is.
cutest music. You should listen to that album.
It's so good. I just
Okay.
want to dance
He
all
reminds me of like the gay Malfoy.
Oh yeah.
That's what he looks like to me.
Malfoy.
No, it gives,
Oh my god.
it gives a
Harry
Butch
Potter
Queen
bitch.
Draco.
No
Yeah.
shade.
Come on.
Yes.
Tim, hell, what's your
okay.
jam of the week?
I came prepared. I'm
As
gonna
you
take it back
should.
a little
Like that.
bit. It's not that far back, but my jam of the week is I want to introduce them properly because they didn't get the credit.
Come on now.
But
Take a moment.
it's Damaged by the Danity Kane. The girl
I'm
group
here.
that didn't make it, they still went the reparations. But that's
Come
my jam
on.
of the week. I've been singing it all week.
As you
Dead ass,
should.
but yeah, that's my
He
jam.
really has.
Yes.
I've been
Oh
singing
my
it
God.
all week.
I remember when I bought that album.
Yeah, it's an album, a
Same.
group.
Can you fix my HEART, bitch?
Yes.
Yeah.
Malik.
I'm just gonna go with a simple "After Dark" by Drake.
That's a song.
That's
Come
it.
on now.
You know, it's
Trent
Drake.
Signs, right?
You know, yeah, it is the hit legend, the greatest rapper on the planet.
Okay, girl, we moving.
Drake.
Stevie, what's your jam of the week? Because we was not doing that today.
I won't.
I'm not endorsing that.
I'm dead. Okay, so my jam of the week, I want to shout out my friend Edison because he is a really, really big fan of Dawn Richard. It's so funny we talk about Danity Kane, but I'm talking about Dawn right now. So she released a song called Jealousy this week. And I really, really got into it because I was really ready for Dawn to go back to the R&B tip because the other tip, I wasn't really feeling it. But yeah, she released a song called Jealousy, also a video along with it. So Edison, here, I fucking made it my jam of the week. My jam of the week is Dawn Richard's Jealousy.
Ew.
Okay.
Yeah.
My jam of the week is Good Form, but Nicki Minaj.
Girl, you got Nicki 2 weeks in a row,
girls are
Miss
big.
Thing.
Girls are
Okay.
No.
Who on Barbie D? That's my favorite part of the whole
Oh
song.
my god. I can't.
Look, I love that song so much. It made me feel like, you know what I envision every time I hear that song? Okay, so you know how the strippers, they be on top of each other and they be
Oh, this
but in
imagination.
slow motion. That's how I feel every time I see that song. That is my jam of the
You
week.
feel like one of the upside down girls?
No, I'm the
Trey is a
bitch
different girl in a
standing on the
different world,
other
girl.
You the
one.
one that's standing on top?
Yes.
Yes, bitch.
Mhm.
Twirl.
I'm a top bitch. That's
Twirl.
why.
Are you sure?
Mess.
Oh no, not like that though. She's
Oh,
don't
man.
try me.
Girl.
I'm still a bottom, but I'm a top bitch. I run shit.
They putting that shit
We're all
out.
verse, girl.
Oh my god.
Who said that?
Who said that? Who's verse?
Girl, these Erin,
Girl,
that's
the
your
show-
lifestyle.
The verse
Erin,
life?
if that's what you do, that's
We
what
not gonna
you
do
do,
this.
baby.
You know
But
these girls.
Don't do that. Put your
try
thumbs
me.
down,
You know
Malik.
these girls is strictly
my
dickly.
We are the
I did
pussycat.
not sign up
Stop
for
playing,
this.
motherfucker.
God.
Now
That
listen.
was
You know
real
these
disrespectful.
Okay.
Real
You
disrespectful.
know these girls is strictly dickly.
Okay,
honey.
now listen. I play in the
Don't
dick
put
pond,
you
bitch.
putting
We didn't spoke
people's
about that already
Feelings
now.
out there. They need to know.
We are all verse. Cricket.
Girl, who said that?
I take it all back.
You know the girls be fighting when somebody called them first.
Nobody fighting.
Not me.
But just put some
Not me,
respect
girl.
on the bitch name,
Yeah,
baby. That's all.
bitch.
Yeah,
All the girls what they are.
I
I take it
can't.
all back.
I
I'm
am
so
what
sorry.
I am.
Do we have any final thoughts, girls?
I'm a bottom bitch.
Oh my fucking
There we
Yeah,
go.
that was Stevie. I just want her
Yeah.
to get, I
Don't
want
put
her
it
to
out,
get
bitch.
right.
It's no
I
shade.
just
They
want her to get
know.
her ducats. That's
Yeah,
all.
get my look.
My
It is
final
what it
thought
is.
that if I were a crystal gem, I'd be a black obsidian.
Girl,
Uh-huh.
Girl, what is that? Where's that from?
Those who are in
Okay.
the know,
we know.
They know.
I'm not in the know.
They
Okay.
know.
Like always,
Uh-huh.
we catch y'all every motherfucking Wednesday.
Every motherfucking Wednesday.
Oh
we
my
need to get
god.
Aaron to start doing that, y'all.
No, he don't be with the shit.
Here's this. Aaron's hardly ever paying attention,
Uh-huh.
so that's why.
Girl.
Always in that damn phone.
Yeah, he got,
Uh-huh.
it's somebody. I'm gonna figure it out. And like we love y'all. We'll see y'all every Wednesday at midnight.
And
Midnight.
yes, and Tim is gonna be back for part 2, bitch.
Oh,
We love a
Tim
part
here.
2.
Well,
Girl,
Listen,
you know,
come on
You
now.
know we love a long session.
Okay.
What are we at?
We like 2 parts, bitch.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Bye, y'all. Cause
Bye.
they doing too much.
Bye, babies.
Taste, 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 taste.